Hey there, digital marketing enthusiasts! The digital world is buzzing, and there is always something new. One day you're the master, and the next day you're back in school. But this is the fun part, right? The digital marketing industry is one of the industries that is always changing, and you always learn something new. There are also many people who are new in this field, and they want to improve their skills. So let's have a look at 10 ways you can improve your digital marketing skills. Number 1, unravel the basics. Digital marketing is huge, and it includes different specializations and career paths ranging from content marketing, PPC marketing, digital analytics, conversion rate optimization, SEO, and so on. And it is extremely important to cover the basics in order to know how those areas work and how they impact each other. In this way, you will get this wholesome picture when you create your digital marketing plan. For instance, if you're too focused on running ads on social media, but they are not in line with your landing pages, this can burn your marketing budget and hurt your conversion rate. So be not in sync with other areas of digital marketing. You might not be able to get better results in the long term because you're so focused on your specialization. Number 2, take digital marketing courses. And this is one of the ways to start in this industry and to develop your skills. But remember, be choosy. Exactly. View it as a guided tour. You need to take the right ride, not every ride. This also means focusing on quality instead of quantity. If you got the basics, you would know how to cut the noise and to pick up courses that are relevant to your specialization. We all tend to suffer from some form of procrastination. I know it really well. It's natural, it's normal, believe me. So please take one step at a time, just one course, and try to finish it properly. And I think that enrolling is the easiest part because you have to actually do it and you are investing your money, energy, and time. So make sure that you take the best out of those courses, and I recommend you to check the reviews, have a look. Some courses also offer a trial. This is a great way to see if it is suitable for you. And at Magic School, we also do this way. And if students do not like, they can get a refund. And we are not getting many, by the way, which is I'm really proud of. We also have the Magic Masters program, which goes way beyond courses because we organize many live trainings. We also have troubleshooting sessions as well as the ongoing support of our students. And here are some other websites where you can get specialized courses. CXL, this one is amazing because they offer in-depth courses which are taught by industry experts. Udemy, it's not very expensive and you can also find some good courses there. We also have Coursera. It offers you many courses on different topics. Google Skillshop, this is actually a great one. It's a great way to learn because you can also get the Google certification and you can post it on LinkedIn, add it to your CV to showcase your expertise. Number 3, get your hands dirty. And this one is extremely important. Have you ever tried to learn swimming without water? Not doable. So dive in, splash around. And dealing with real-life cases is the quickest way to learn because you can see different scenarios and you can come up with solutions. And it's great if you have some experienced person next to you who can correct your mistakes, but not everyone can have such luxury. So start a project, replicate what you've learned on a dummy website, try to play with the settings, offer to work for free for some small business or nonprofit organization that cannot afford hiring a person. If you do not have a website, you could use tools like Taste WordPress. This is a great one, and I use it in my video tutorials very often. And just play with the settings. Install Google Analytics if you're trying to learn GA4. Create a test GA4 account to see if the data is flowing in what you tracked. If you're trying to learn Google Tag Manager, you could use different GTM injectors in order to configure tracking, and I'm using the data layer checker. This is a Chrome extension, so this can be a really helpful one. And if you are running out of ideas for some reason, just go to forums, go to YouTube, and you can find a tons of tutorials there. And remember, it's all about practice. So do it, and learning by doing is the fastest way to master your skills. Number 4, find a mentor. We all need this all-wise owl that has seen a few sunsets and can hoot out the correct answers. And this can do wonders, because in this way you can save a lot of time and nerves, because the mentors can correct some grave mistakes that they have made already, and you can learn from it. Of course, it's not easy to find a mentor. Maybe you know someone who you can trust, or if you're not sure where to find a mentor, you could use different platforms such as Mentor Cruise, Experimentation, Upwork, Freelancer. And the last two are the freelancing platforms, and usually people would charge you for mentoring if they agree to do it. But think about it in a different way, because this is an investment that will eventually pay off. You can also contact some experts on LinkedIn and ask them to mentor you. But it's also very important not to limit yourself to the words of your mentor. Be open-minded, work with the feedback. But if you rely too much on what a mentor says, you maybe will end up being not able to shape your own opinion and to take your decisions. So this is why it's important also to have your own vision. If you cannot afford a mentor, if you cannot afford the service, it's normal, then at least follow some industry experts on social media such as LinkedIn to see the best practices and to stay on the top of the game. Number 5, stay in the loop. As I said before, it's an ever-changing industry and everything is moving at such fast pace. And this is why you should know what is happening in the world of digital marketing in general, not only in your specialization. For example, maybe there are some updates related to Facebook ads or in the world of SEO. And in this way, you will feel more confident doing your everyday tasks. This is how you will also show your colleagues and your clients that you are an expert, because you know what is happening in the industry. So sign up for 3 newsletters, only 3, because we do not want to clutter your inbox. And also follow people on LinkedIn, the industry experts, add the news pages to your bookmarks. For example, I have Google release notes added to mine. Number 6, do not forget the data. You might be tired of hearing the buzzword data-driven, but actually the data is the key, and you can view it at the magical crystal ball, and you can gaze into it and see the future. The difference is that it is science-based. So if you get good at identifying some trends and patterns with the help of data, this will be an essential skill in your work. This means having the working knowledge of analytics tools such as GA4, Pivot Pro, Adobe Analytics, and so on, because by utilizing those, you can measure the performance of your website. You can understand what is happening there, how your campaigns are performing, and therefore gain insights and improve your marketing strategy. Also, it is important to get good at numbers. Even Excel and sheets can be really helpful because the data is an essential skill for any marketer to have. But the depth of it, of course, depends on your role and your area. Number 7, keep experimenting. And even the brightest minds get to the point where they cannot get fresh ideas and find it really hard to innovate things. And it's natural. This is why it's so important to develop new skills, to play with different strategies, and in this way, you will never hit the plateau. Just think about it. The whole conversion rate optimization industry is about experimenting what works and what works worse. And get this experimenting mindset. This will help you a lot. And remember that every day you should be a better version of yourself. So you should learn something new. And you would be able to open so many doors in different industries. Number 8, market yourself. Create a brand. Be a brand. Be it YouTube videos or your blog or maybe your posts on LinkedIn. It is very important to create a brand, your online persona. And I know it takes a lot of time and efforts. I really know the struggle, but this is how you can stand out in the industry and you can show yourself to the world because there are so many people out there. So what can you do to show that you are unique? And if you decide to create some content, for example, on YouTube, on social media, or maybe a blog, or a combination of all, you have to post quality content consistently. Otherwise, you will be lost in the shadow of other people talking about it. And I want to mention some forums that are also a great way to engage with people and to connect with community members. We have Reddit, product communities, for example, Google Analytics community, and this is where you can find answers to many questions, but you can also answer other people's questions. Stack Overflow, not marketing centric, but quite often you can find solutions to different problems and you could engage in other people's posts, and this is a great way to do networking. So remember, networking is a must. Number 9, improve your communication. I know this has been said countless times, but it is crucial. It's so beneficial when you're talking to people from different departments. Just imagine yourself explaining what a CTR is to a non-technical person, or what is the lookalike audience in remarketing. Well, you have to speak human,
not robot.
And remember, this is important because one can be a super savvy technical expert, but if this person does not know how to express the ideas in a plain way, it can make everything really hard because through good communication, you deliver actual value to other people. At the earliest stages, it's all about asking the correct questions and getting the answers, searching for answers continuously. But as you progress, communication becomes even more important when you manage a project, a team, or maybe the whole department. And finally, the last one, but before we move to this one, please subscribe to our channel because this is how we can spread the knowledge. And the last one is learn project management. And this is a skill that will make you stand out among other digital marketers. So you might have a client and this is your project, and this is how you can also keep yourself well organized when you get another one because you already have this structure. From managing some basic ad campaigns to running some complex projects for months, it's extremely important to be able to break down the things and collaborate with different team members so that you have the solid communication and a clear division of tasks. And this is what project management is about. It could be helpful to know what different project management methods are, such as linear, agile, and if you know how to work with the tools like Jira, Asana, Monday, or ClickUp, this is a great benefit. So remember, the sky is the limit and you can achieve whatever you want. So now it's your turn to take the step forward and to show yourself to the world of digital marketing.